Hello all, good morning. Welcome to SAP ABAP sessions. Today, almost till now, we have completed 334. Today, we are going to cover 300. So, so far, we have completed Introduction, Architecture, Dictionary, Programming, Reporting, then again followed by Performance Tuning. Now we are into Screen. Now, in this also, we have completed around almost 311 to 335. That is almost 24 sessions are over. 24 hours content covered. Now we are going to cover the remaining stuff. So basic introduction of this screen programming, then demonstrations, screen painter, then user interface, status introduction. Okay, that is menu painter in detail theory and all. So after screen painter and menu painter, we have already started a small topic called runtime modification of screen attributes, calling screen sequence. Second is now we are into yesterday's topic was the last session. We have covered this messages, how this different messages, okay, behaves, their behavior, okay, runtime behavior of these six messages with respect to dialog screens also completed. Now I am getting into there is a topic called as table control, tab strip control. These are all the major topics under this particular. So now we will go into yes subtopic today is working with the first table control. Later we will go for tab strip control. Okay. So what exactly table control is? First we will discuss theory, then practical, then everything. Because these two are most important topics: table control and tab strip control. Because we have completed till now the simple controls like simple GUI elements are checkbox, radio button, input fields, output field, etc. Box and all. But whereas table control is a complex GUI element. It is a complex GUI element, okay, available in screen painter. Okay, that is the topic of table control. Then after, okay, we have to go with this table control can be designed as two ways. Okay, there is two types. First, we have to go with manual approach. Second is using wizard. Using wizard. Yes. So what happens in case of manually? We have to design and write the code. Okay. But in wizard, what happens? System generates table control. Okay, table control on the screen. Okay, and also generates code. Okay, code is to some extent code will be generated. Remaining that system generated code we can do in the scene. Okay, within system generated code. Okay, this is the purpose of overall two things. So table control. Table control is used to display item data or line item data or position data. These are all similar. Okay. So basically, the purpose of table control is it is named as a table. Right? So it act like a table. Table means which is consist of many rows and columns. Many columns. Many rows and many columns. Right. Now, under table control, okay, under table control. So how do we deal with within dialog screen? Within dialog screen, we want to display multiple records, multiple records that is possible by table control. That is possible by table control. That is the overall. Yes. So you can display by using multiple controls. So let us go into this table control concept. So I'll just go back to right. So in the paint brush through, I'll try to explain is how do we work with this table controller now. Like suppose, okay, example, like if you go to, we have, okay, we'll take two examples. First example is this. Let us take your, yes, like material master data we want to display, okay, our customer master data, vendor master data. So this is your database, right? The database layer. Okay, under database, we have so many tables are there, right? This is your first we'll go with customer master data, just for the sake of, okay, it's customer master data. So K in one table. So now we have to bring this data into at application level item. So this is your item and this is its corresponding here. Its corresponding. So this is named as it is named as VT underscore KN1. This is your area underscore KN1. So this both comes under application layer. Then after we have a this is your overall dialog screen, correct? So it is your this is a dialog screen. So under dialog screen, within dialog screen, if you want to display multiple inputs, because above section generally will go for simple elements. But in the bottom below section, we will go with kind of this is your table. In this table, because if you go with the previous approach, customer name and if put fields through, we can display one record nothing. Whereas in this case, in display, both multiple records are dated. So if it is multiple records, obviously this table is also called as it is a collection of multiple columns as well as multiple rows, isn't it? Multiple columns and multiple. Yeah. So same way here also. Okay, we will bring the data into internal table. Here it is going to display multiple rows and multiple columns. So within this table control also we want to display this is your overall table control. Right? So this is table table control in dialog screen. In the dialog screen, this is the table. Right. Now, so there are three levels: database layer, application layer, presentation layer. Three layers, right? So within the presentation level, in the dialog screen, because we don't this table control is not possible in selection screen. Table control, table control is not possible in uh, either selection screen or list screen. Okay. Table control only allowed in dialog screen. In the dialog screen, mostly we go with either normal dialog screen. Mostly we don't go into subscreen also. Okay. Yes. So now, how do we handle this table control? So let's take this example. What is this? The approach basically, three levels. So the basically data exists, existence available data exists in underlying database, right? In the table format, correct? So we can bring it into internal table to application by self query. Now the internal table data can be mapped to table control. Okay, so that so that it will display, it will be able to display multiple records. That is the overall okay, purpose. Now, yes, how do we go for this? So working with, sorry, so yes, working with table control also four-step procedure. Four-step procedure. So the first step one, as usual, step one is your SC38 create, okay, module tool program. create multiple or type young yes, that is your yes. Under this, go for declare internal table and work area. Next, declare table control. Table control. Yes, this two we have declared. Next, activate. You can activate the next step two. Step two is you go to SC51. That is your screen painter. So create screen that is design screen for module pool program. You can create screen for model people. Right. Then after yes, then design screen. Then design screen layout. Okay, by drag and drop. The table control. Then next maintain PBO PAI logic. Modules logic. Right. Okay. That is next step. Then finally we have to activate includes and activate flow learning. Yes. Next step three. Step three is your SC93. SC93 is your create transaction. Create a transaction code. That is your dialog transaction code. The step four is finally test the transaction code. Finally, this is all about your how to handle the table control steps. Into articles. Then, so with the demonstration through, you will come to know. Then we will discuss the further theory. Yes, how do we approach it? So first, we go for demonstration. Demonstration is just what is the purpose of requirement is displaying customer master data in dialog screen. Dialog screen using table controls. That is the overall. So let us start with this. So go to C38. Okay. So let us start with AC38 GAVK underscore. Okay, we will go to screen program underscore table control. This is our okay screen with table control program. So here this is your working with table control. Table control that is your type M. Type M stands for model. So save under package. Then next, let's continue with this. Okay. Now we can go with as usual SAP M approach also, so that the system generates includes. You can make use of includes also. That's also one of the way to best practice. So if you go to global declarations, yes, global declarations. That is as if equal to it is a top income. So in the global declarations, data will declare item with table of K11 or area type K11. Correct? Yes, that is your overall uh, internal table. Next, controls. Controls is a keyword. Controls keyword. TC type table of. Okay, type table view using screen number. Some number we will type table view using screen number. This is your we will give this declaration. So syntactically correct. So this is your uh, way to declare the internal table and its corresponding work area and as well as yes this also. Right. Once this is done, what we can do, we can go to SE 51. Correct. In SC 51, if you want, you can get into object view. You can directly right click through, you can create a screen. So this is your, yes. So three fields are there, internal table, work area and all. Now, yes, that's what. So here, declare, yes, create program, then declare internal table, work area, then K11. Okay. Yes. Next, after that, we want to go for yes. So syntax. This is important. Syntax to declare table control. Syntax to declare table control is controls is a keyword. Controls space. The table control name. Table control name can be you can give TC or TBCL. Anything okay. Okay. Yes. So the TBCL also we can give. Yes. Table control or TBCL. Table control. TBCL type table view using screen number. Yes, this is important. So type table view space type is a keyword. Table view is a single keyword. Using is a keyword. Screen followed by screen. The screen number can give any number. This is your screen number. So controls keyword is used to declare the table control. Yes. Then we are fixing the screen number. Okay. Now with this knowledge, we will get into, we will go to SC51. So place the cursor on table strip control, create screen. So we have already selected 100 screen, we have to give 100 only. 100 normal screen. Click on create. So you can choose any number, no screen handle design. So designing screen 100. Okay. So that is your So now what you can do is can go for activate activate program. That's it. That is your. Let's go to next level. We have okay. First one is that is your T code SC38. Correct. This is your T code SC38. We will do this. But now T code T code SC51. T code SC51. Okay. Create screen for program. Okay, for input. Create screen for multiple program. Right. Then next. So under SC51. So this is your screen number. This provide the screen number which is already declared. The screen number which is already declared in program. Okay. Next, after that we have to go for click on layout. Yes. After provide short description here. Yes. Provide short description. Then we have to go for click on layout. Layout for screen designing. So this is your layout. So within this is the entire dialog screen 100 can go with yes, this is your table control. The below is table control with vision. So two icons. First, let us see the table control first. This is your table control. ta- So table control, drag and drop table control. This is your table control, right? So the table control is a complex GU element. Double click. Yes, this is your table. Table control. We have to give the name as TBC. So provide these steps. Will write it. Drag and drop table control. Table control in the screen. Right. Then after double click on table control and provide a name as for declaration. It's okay as per declaration. Because whatever you declared that should match over here. That is a- So TBC only DAC or TBCL that is up. So this is your first step. Yeah. Then next, if you want to go to okay, this is a complex GU element. It is having only simple Okay, no text for this, no icon name, line number, column number, definition length, visible length, height. Okay. Okay, so now we can go to this. These are all about your table type. So with headings or without headings. See, if you don't want headings, remove this without column headings. Okay. Then configurable. See, configurable checkbox, you can activate it. You can find this icon, you will get it. Configuration icon. Okay. Without title or with a title. If you want title, you can go with create a title element for table control. And through that, you can provide the title also for this. Otherwise, no title. Right. Now, see vertical. Yes, this is your vertical separator. This is the horizontal separators. So resizing and separators. So suppose first resizing. Resizing vertical and horizontal. Resizing vertical and yes, this is vertical, this is horizontal. You can size can be increased and decreased. Separators. Separators means lines, vertical lines, horizontal lines. You can keep it. Okay. Then line selection, column selection. So line selection is nothing but yes, selected lines. If you want to select none, say it doesn't by default select single. So if you don't want to select that also column selection also by default single it will send. Okay. So these are all about your column table control settings. So time being, I am going to activate. So activate resizing, resizing vertical and horizontal. Okay, next activate resizing vertical and horizontal. Then separators. Activate separators vertical and horizontal. Both. Close it. So now, okay, vertical and horizontal seated. Keep it in this way. Now you can go and handle it, the data from work area. Like so, you can go to that is your table control settings. Now what we have to do is can go for like click on yes, you can go for click on dictionary slash program fields window. So click on dictionary slash program fields icon, dictionary slash program fields icon. This is yours. Then here you can give, suppose if you go to I tab, I tab is not there from the dictionary, but I tab is there in the program. But we never add the fields through I tab. So obviously we have to go to stop. Mm, yes, this is your screen program. GAVK underscore SCR underscore table control, right? and the screen number is 100. Stable control set. Once we go to this 38 first. Yes, this is your table control. Okay, for this program. Yes, okay. Entire screen is not saved. So go right click, create screen, screen number 100. So let's design screen, design and screen, save it so that it comes into this list. Then go to layout, graphical screen printed loading. Then take this table control, drag and drop table control, double click table as TBCL. Okay, activate is vertical horizontal, separators vertical horizontal. That's all. Then after go back to this one dictionary slash program fields window. There you can go for iTab or work area. But generally, suppose if I type iTab is not there from the dictionary. It's, tab is there, but that is some tip. Even iTab from dictionary program also no. So we have to go to work area. So go to work area, get from there is already declared. So you can choose corner, land one, name one, etc. So these columns you can select it, drag and this is the approach. So the red color is disappear back. Now once again double click and check here work area. If you want a city also, you can add it. So whatever the column you add, that column is going to add here. Now here postal code, if you want to add, you can add postal code also. So these are all about your work area. The fields which are displaying here, these are all locked states. Okay, continue. This is your postal code. So table control is ready. This is your entire table control. And we have horizontal scroll bar, vertical scroll bar, subbuttons, horizontal subbuttons, vertical subbuttons. Everything is there. So now we will go back to okay. Yes, this is your that we have to provide the title. So click on okay. Provide field name as area. Click on get from select required columns and select required columns and so that now notice that table control with columns are added, but titles, column headings must be added, must be explicit. So we have to add column headings explicitly. That is nothing but so if you go to yes, column headings. So this is your screen Can close this. Okay. Go to this is your column headings. Okay. So we can select T, T for text field. Select T. This can provide column headings manually. Right. First step. This is your okay, land one. This is name one. This is schooner. Actually, this schooner should come at the top. Okay, you can schooner, then land one, then name one because this sequence got shuffled is. So you can move this way. So this is your here it is T field one customer. This is land one. This T field two. So this is your CT1. I can break CT1. This is name one. T field three. This is your name one. Next, this is city. Okay. So T field four. This is ORT01 is city name. The next it is postal code PSTL. So it is T field 1234. It is going to be text field as postal code. So these are all the titles. Okay. So now we have added the fields successfully. The column headings are also added. So drag the required text fields respective text to it. Can add respective text to it as a column headings. Okay, that this way you can provide column headings. So that is your design part is over as a part of the red color got is up here. Then go back to save it. Now go to flow logic because we have transferred the control from yes, this might be disconnected. So here it is. Okay. Uh, yes, go to SC51 or SC38 through you can come here or SC80 through also you can come here. So this is your table control. Under table control, go to screen number. Enter. You are under flow logic. So in flow logic, you have to do this uncomment PVO module. You come flow logic tab. Now uncomment module under PVO module under PVO. Then double click it by forward navigation. Double-click this. Create PBO model. Double-click and create PBO model. Yes. So double-click on this status, module status you want to create after this. So you can create a status by using O01 or main program. Yes. If it is go with O01 also, it will create separate include one insert statement, include insert statement. Save as. So generally we know PVO status is used, PVO model is used for to set status and set title bar. But in our case, okay, we are going to use, yes, here it is, the module for what? Yes, here it is, your loop statement, because we have to fetch the data, right? Data fetching is required. So under PBO module, you can write the data fetching logic. Is your select star anyone into table item. There is no where condition. All the data we are fetching. Okay. Yes. So specify the, yes. Okay. Specify select logic. Select a query within module and module. Okay. That is your, to go go back to, yes. So activate include and go back. Activate O01 include and back. So under this, here you can add loop statement. So loop at I tab into work area, loop at I tab into work area, yes, with control, with control, with control TBCL, with control TBCL, TBCL, yes, okay. Next, with cursor or from or to we can use it. Cursor, okay, TBCL hyphen, TBCL hyphen, current underscore line. Okay. Control with cursor, TBCL hyphen, current underscore line. That's it. This is loop. Okay. So, T field 1 is not assigned to group, it must be in PBO. Where it is. So if you go to here, T field 1, go to layout. Yes. This is your name. It's the T field 1, T field 2 is your text fields. Text field 3, text field 4, text field 5. So now save it. Check. Save, check. Yes. Okay. Alright. This is some other error. Okay. Right. Then because the error is something different. So we have to maintain loop at I tab, loop at I tab, then end loop. Yes, we will keep this under. Now you go and check this error gone. So what was the error? Petty printer 3 you can check. So this is okay. You have to maintain. So maintain loop statement. Loop statement. Okay, under PV. Maintain loop statement under. So that is loop at internal table into work area. Loop at internal table into work area. So with control. Okay. So with is a keyword. Control is a keyword. With control followed by table control. Table control name. The next cursor push. Cursor space. The table control hyphen current name. Table control hyphen current store in end loop. Okay, loop then end loop. So maintain same loop or statement in PAI also. So maintain loop statement in PAI also. Then finally activate flow logic editor. And then that's about your step 2. Then go to step T code 1, 2 completed. Then we are moving ahead with T code SC91, SC93, create T code, and finally test T code. Create T code and test T code. Yes. So now you activate it. Yes. This is your everything you can activate it. Then go to program, right click, create transaction. So this is your okay, AVK underscore table control. Okay, transaction code for table control. Transaction code for table control. So this is your program and screen dialog. So go to dialog transaction. Here you can go to AVK underscore SCR underscore table control. Table control. Now take screen number as 100. SAP GUI support for Windows. So this is your save it under same package. Done everything. Now we have to go to test the transaction. So before that you activate everything. Now test the T code. So if you test it, yes, it is going to display the records. Multiple records. See, first customer is blank, second customer is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is your horizontal vertical scroll. All the entries. Horizontal scroll. So if you go to yes, before You want all the things, these are all opening editable, right? If you feel that these things you have to display in non-editable, go to SC51, SC51, then take the screen number, and then go to layout because it is better. You should not keep it as open. So select the input field. You can say that only output only. That's it. Go to country, output only. Name, city, postal code, user cannot edit. For every change you activate it, to it. Yes, to it. Now we want to test the transaction. Test it. See, now everything is non-editable. So you have horizontal scroll to load and display the number of entries, all the entries, because select star from star fetches all rows, all columns. Now even there is no space to display more than 6 columns. But in fact, yes, how does it works? Slash n SC 50 AC 80. If you want to test, so go to T code. Before testing, you can go with slash h, execute T code. So it goes to first PBO code. Yes. That means it goes to first because the way to demonstrate this one is with as a PBO because we have only one place. This is the place where you can keep breakpoint and test it. So if you test the transaction, then see here by this time when PBO is executed, yes, I tab is empty. Correct. I tab is empty. Select star from fetches, all rows, all columns, isn't it? Yes, all rows, all columns it is fetch. Correct. Now that is 9108 records you are fetching. Then next, if you go to end module, after end module it comes to loop. So this loop starts from internal table into work area and targeting the table control. So this loop keep on repeating to display all the columns, all the rows into the table control. Yes. Based on the current line. So this is the PBO executed. As a result, we will get the loop. So PAI, why loop is required in PAI is if you the next 10 records, PAI, so you can user action based, we have to load and display the entries. Okay, so in this case, what happens? What are your observations? Because that is most important. So the theoretical part, how these records are loaded and displayed here. Okay, yes, that is your technical clarification of the uh, technical details of this particular. So this is we are already named as a what TBCL, right? TBCL. That is your table control, isn't it? So now the database is saying that there are around 9,000 records are there. 9,000, just roughly, we have 9,100 entries are there. It's available. So We will go to next session for this further explanation.